there's one team that's nowhere near on par with NRG. Not at all.
Don't say that.
Not at all.
Don't say that and lead into this. Do not.
Not
do
at
it.
all. We're going to FaZe Clan. Let's go. We're going to FaZe Clan. Yeah, that's right. Get up like you got up when they got reverse swept. That's absolutely right. The Bezos. First of all, that the Bezos thing. We gotta talk about who wrote that. Secondly, Raul, you can walk away as much as you want to, but we're still gonna roll. First, let's roll the FaZe playlist because FaZe did end up getting where'd they end up at? They ended up taking a 3rd place finish. FaZe looked okay. I'll say that much. You know, you see First Killer doing the flip resets. Look at this. First Killer, top left corner.
It was looking bad for NRG at the beginning. I'm not even gonna hold. I thought they were gonna get swept twice.
I did too. There's a part of me where I was getting nervous. I was like, I can't do
Garrett,
it.
he had no faith in you.
I didn't say that. I said I got nervous. We was in the game 3. I was like, man, you can see it when Garrett was getting scored on in some of them goals. Like his face, he was just, look at him. He's like, come on, man. Man, we giving up these goals, and some of them were bad.
They were up game 4 too. Oh no.
Oh yeah, yeah, they were up. They started everything off on the right foot. Squishy scored that goal, didn't even think anything of it. He still thought, you know what? I don't know. Like that was a tying goal. They were just trying to lock in at that point.
I had an FK on goal that basically. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that's
a
Mariano double touch.
Look
Nice
at that.
shot, Mariano.
Like the series, it went the distance, and as it continued to go on, the NRG energy, it came back to everyone. We're starting to see smiles on the boys.
Wait, hold on. Is Garrett no longer sick now? I'm confused. Is he sick or is he not sick? You can't fall back on him being sick and all of a sudden the smiles start coming out. Now he's not sick.
He can be sick and smile. It's a thing, you know what I mean? But then look at that, sick or not. I know Raul was sick when he saw that. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, that thing.
The reverse sweep! My God! That's your Kings? You had to win the whole thing?
Man, I'm a die on that hill, bro. They should have beat him. They should have beat him, and you can't even deny that. You can't. you genuinely can't. I have never, ever in my life seen a bigger choke than what I saw. That FaZe series was the biggest joke I have ever seen. I can't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching, man. And listen, do we have that? Do we have the clip of me on my stream?
Wait, we'll get there.
Do we have that? Oh, we'll get there. All right, listen, man. I was just as devastated then. I'm just as devastated now. Cause I don't even know if I could go for FaZe anymore, man. Like when I see that, man, I'm dying for you, man. I'm like, FaZe gonna do it all. They got it. They got it on live. They got 3 all-stars on the team. They could do it all. Mechanically, they're the highest. They're the team with the highest floor. I will give them the highest floor in our region. Those 3 players together, they should be able to be #1. But like that, what I seen against NRG, the composure's not there. The leadership ain't there. They need somebody to bounce them back, bring them back to reality. Like the series ain't over, and the last game of a series is always the toughest to win. It is always the toughest to win. But you gotta do it, man. You want to be the best team in the region, you gotta do it. You gotta keep the composure, stay sturdy, and they was not sturdy. And then NRG ended up dropping 30 and winning. I can't, man. I don't know what else to say, man. I'm just, you know.
Interesting. Turtle, add that to the layers, man. Oh, man. The Babbern, come on, man. Just roll your little FaZe stuff, man.
All right, we're gonna go to the next topic. What to say about the new look FaZe? But we ain't really looking for the topic image. We're looking for the clips because my goodness, Jason, Raul, he has so much faith in you. But me, oh no, I'm still not over what you did with Alu. Roll the clip. We need to talk about it right now. You picked up this man. Oh, wait, Reynolds scored. How did he score? We're going to start back with the SSG series. Sypical to middle to who? Straight to Dan. It's going to Reynolds. Hello, AJ's backwards. Why he throwing it there? I'm just trying to figure it out. This is supposed to be another game that they're supposed to clutch out. You know what happened? We end up going to game 6 after this. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then we would get to game 6. It gets even wilder than that. Like, my goodness. Wait, is this like the whole... There we go. Okay, I was ready. I was like, where's the next clip? You see Daniel scoring again. You see Sypical. He has this weird look on his face. Why does he have this look on his face? Oh, whoa. Just completely misses the ball. Just a completely bad read. And then we get to the NRG series. Look at Garrett. He pumped up. You know why? Because you got 3 FaZe defenders in the net, including one of the best ones in the game, Sip, and Garrett G still sliding it. And of course, I heard Raul make a scream.
No.
It was that's an open net. Open net. And then he hit another shot. Look at him. Bye. Maybe next time. That's your guy. That's your mans who missed an open net in game 7. That's your mans who's passing the ball to SSG. These are all in match point situations. I think even Gibbs said that he don't got the ice. And I'm just seeing him in constantly situations where he needs to have the ice. And he about as warm as the Sahara
He being
Desert.
typical.
Yes.
Yeah.
I talked about it before we went in. I'm talking about it now. It just seems like Game 7 is not working for him. And it seems like it's not what.
Wait, what the heck is this? Where'd this come from?
And it seems like Game 7 is not working for him. Game 7 is not working for FaZe Clan. They couldn't close it out. We had one best of 7 reverse sweep. History was made by, I believe it was SSG. And it was a day prior. We thought, okay, this is the first time it's ever happened in North America. We would never, ever see it again. At least not for a long time. But boy, oh boy, were we in for a treat.
We were here for one. Talk to me, the member.
Because we saw it. A breakdown. They called a tactical timeout before Game 7. You know why I would call a tactical timeout? Because I actually wrote this down somewhere. I was listening to the cast again, and it was 1:30 left in Game 6, and Stacks has said Sypical had 42 points in a Game 6. Again, to close out the series, you had what did Stacks also say when they were up 3-0? They said FaZe Clan is on quadruple match point. Quadruple match point. It should have ended there. FaZe went into the series as the 3 leading scorers of the entire tournament. Again, quoted by Stacks at the kickoff. And they couldn't close. They couldn't win one more game.
One more game.
One more game,
baby.
They even had the 0-second play. The ball almost crossed the line, but guess what? Almost ain't good enough. Not against the general. So, what does it say about the new look of FaZe? Man, if a picture's worth 1,000 words, those clips are worth 1 billion. Good Lord.
Another bar. That's another bar. I can't, man. That, like, just watching those clips back was so devastating. I've never been so hurt for a team that's not my team to lose like that. Because I was like, it's happening. NRG is getting taken down in a double sweep. Our region is growing. It's happening right in front of our eyes. And then NRG with the Thanos snap. Who did you think we are? Roll this. Who do you think we are to allow us to be double swept like BDS in the other on the other side of the pond? We ain't BDS.
No, you know what happened? You know what happened? You know what happened, Damar? Bro,
what happened?
You know what happened to FaZe, man? Raul tweeted out NRG something BDS. And you say equal?
Yeah, he did like the finger touching thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You said they equal each other. I think you tweeted that when they were 3-0, you jinxed them.
Man, no, listen. Rocket League's too superstitious. Way too superstitious. Because there's something in my chat too where I was like, anybody I rooted for was losing, right? So I started rooting for NRG, and they actually lost. So I mean, it could be something like that. I'm sorry, Dad, but you know, I might have to join the bandwagon of NRG now.
Nah, you're good. You're good. You stay with your Jason. You stay with your Jason.
Nah, listen, bro. Like Garrett, that's Captain America. I'm a big fan.
I'm not really. You hop, you flop it. You like T-base with Envy and G2 right now. You stay where you are.
Yeah, my 2 teams now. FaZe, NRG. Yeah.
No.
What do you mean? No.
Pick another team.
What do you mean?
Pick SSG or something, man.
No, NRG. Come on. Let me tag along.
You know what this says about a new look FaZe, man? FaZe, you have no fans, bro. You have no fans. You have no true fans. That's what it really says about you. Because I believe there was a poll. It was NRG versus FaZe, or FaZe versus G2 or something like that. And the people actually thought the FaZe army was gonna come in and vote for him. And y'all had like 20% of the vote. FaZe has no fans. Y'all have no consistency. Y'all don't know what y'all don't look like y'all know what y'all doing in the field sometimes. Especially when the going gets tough. I think, especially and focusing more so on that going gets tough. It's when the pressure breaks pipes. I think everybody heard about this phrase, and it seems like a pressure breaking FaZe sometimes. Y'all get a little bit too antsy, a little bit too sporadic, and y'all need to just calm down and keep playing y'all's game. As DeMar quoted Stacks, y'all had the 3 best statistical players in the game in the tournament or something like that. I think that's 2 tournaments in a row actually that y'all have done that. But when y'all start playing the better teams and y'all turn your life on the line, y'all folded. So just keep playing y'all's game and it'll be a-okay. And just loosen up a little bit, because I think they have a lot of expectations. I think Sip has placed a lot of expectations on his own shoulders. And people like Dazerin are here to really make sure he is held accountable for every single little mistake he makes. But I say little, but yeah. So
my biggest, and I don't mean to purposely, like, I'm not trying to purposely like be on Sip like that, but it's not me like criticizing Sip to like, again, like go on like a hate tape to make him look bad, but it is one of those things where it's about a decision. Again, just like how T-Base talks about Envy letting the Atomic go. It's like, okay, FaZe, you made top 4 with Alu. You let him go expecting better results. And a lot of people thought that they would get better results. But I felt like that is something that just because you add, like, just because Sip alone is really good on paper doesn't mean he's gonna fit in and excel your roster past the way Alu had, because you guys had developed a play style like that. You developed like stuff like that. I mean, even if you look at some of those, if you look at some of the clips as well as just like looking at the stats, you talk about Sypical being a 3rd man, being a good defender. I think he had like the lowest saves on his team that tournament, like in terms of like saves per game.
I mean, that's simply due to the fact that I've talked about this on my stream, but like AJ, First Killer, they're both players that on previous rosters they tended to do a lot more than an average player. They didn't fill any certain role like Sypical as a 3rd man. AJ and First Killer, they were doing offense and defense. Like First Killer averaged the most saves on his roster on Rogue, and the most goals on his roster on Rogue, maybe even the most assists on his roster on Rogue. Like he was doing it all. Like those 2 players specifically, AJ and First Killer, I feel like there's a lack of trust in the best, one of the best defensive 3rds in the game. Like Sypical, they should be able to trust him a lot defensively. I feel like that's why you bring him on. But then when you have no one challenging the midfield passes that are getting thrown by G2 NRG, what is Sypical supposed to do? You're tossing him out to the wolves because you want save points, or you don't trust him to make the save when he needs to make the save. Like that's just a lack of trust. If he's not allowed to even air dribble, like we mentioned this in the previous regional. If Sypical goes up for an air dribble, First Killer's flying in right beside him, like, leave the ball, I'm taking it from you. Leave it for me. I can do more. That's a lack of trust, man. He's trying to do way too much, man. This is a team game, and that's exactly what Bates was saying. G2 plays a really good team game. They have a solid team structure. FaZe is more individual based, and this is why they're not gonna be consistent. I feel like they're not gonna be consistent. I love FaZe, man, and I love all 3 of them players, but I said it before last week. Someone's got to drop the ego. There's got to be a team. You can't. There's no I in team, and as corny as that line is, it's facts.
There's an I and win.
It's fact. There is an I and win.
Calm down.
Listen, an I and win, but come on, you need the team to win. You need the team to win. You're not winning.
And I gotta, I'll jump on it a little bit. Shout out D-Rec, he gave me the save stats, and yeah, First Killer 1.53 saves per game, AJ 1.38 saves per game, Sip 1.06 saves. And I wanted like just bring in like stats like here and there. It's just like Sip is like, again, it's about like roles and stuff. And I think like I looked at a lot of those clips, not just the bad but also the good. There's goals where Sip scores where he's calling AJ off the ball. AJ's up in the air, you see him flopping down, and Sip comes out, puts a shot top left, and it goes in. But also I feel like Sip is playing more of a He's not playing a third mid role. He's kind of he's playing an aggressive third, I should say. Like when we looked at the first clip where Reynolds got the free pass from Daniel. Sip is like upfield next to First Killer. And AJ's like First Killer. AJ's still like kind of trying to rotate back. And it was stuff like that. It was stuff like NRG when they scored some goals against FaZe. Sip was just straight up beat to the ball because he's playing so far forward that he feels like he has to challenge. But even then, he's in an uncomfortable spot, so he gets beat out. And it's just about, again, like FaZe are trying to create this offensive pressure because they say, okay, we have some players who are all really good on the ball. But that's the difference between FaZe compared to G2 and NRG is, again, that team performance. G2, again, like the passing. G2 passing is like iconic at this point. But that team play is one of the reasons why they're so good. It's just like, yeah, you get good players on the roster, but you got to have the team Kim there. I think, well, you know, FaZe especially, because I'm telling you, like, you go against that like BDS and at the major, say like both teams make it, that's going to be the biggest thing. BDS can play as a team a lot. Monkey Moon doesn't need to be super flashy. All you got to do is just put the ball in the right spot. Mark by 8 driving around everywhere, going crazy. He put a shot on. You know what I mean? So,
man, we got two passionate FaZe fans here. Even though I shouldn't say fans, they're just passionate about Rocket League, I guess. Cause one on FaZe, the actual FaZe fan dipped. It's all good.
What are you talking about? A dip? I'm still gonna cheer. I'm still gonna cheer for FaZe. Nah. What do you mean nah? What do you mean nah? You got two teams. Why can't I? Huh?
What he's saying is you're trying to hop off the ship.
I'm not
trying to pull over you. You hit me up. You're like, Daz, let me get on the NRG. You try to do a secret deal, even though it was in front of 20,000 people.
Wait, hold on. Can we talk about how one man can have two teams and I can't? What's this about?
I've always talked about those teams, though. You can't
okay, and I can't just randomly talk about another team.
This is a discussion for another day.
Nah, answer this now.
I want to do that too. So like, I kind of feel it. You know, maybe I want to pick up a little Dan on the SSG. Have him in my back pocket.
Why you got two teams? We can't.
Yeah, like, what's going on? You know,
got one team now.
You just want more chances to beat.
I got one team now, actually. One team.
One team. Who? Clarify.
G2.
Oh, because the machine is no longer the machine, huh?
Yeah, and he was making some questionable decisions in the roster.
Okay, that's fair. I can stick to the one team thing, but let me know when we start doing multiple teams again. I got to make sure to hop on that train.
Thanks for watching First Touch on YouTube. Check out more content and the stream live. Make sure to follow Rocket League on Twitter.